Do you feel like you're the one that all your friends and family are always calling to ask for help? Do you feel like people are asking you for money constantly? Do you feel like wherever you go, you're always the one that people are leaning on? This video is going to help you get clear on your vision, say no with intention, and show up differently in those situations. Hi, I'm Stacey Berger here with Mastering Your Mindset, where we give you very specific tools to help you live a life you love. If you are new to our channel, make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook for new tools every Wednesday. Oftentimes, as nurturing individuals, it can feel like we're constantly giving to other people, or other people are taking from us. And if you're a caregiver, if you're somebody who has had to take care of a parent, kids, other people in your life for a long time, and we're constantly giving, it can feel like there's this depletion of our energy and of our life force. And the question I get asked a lot is, how do I create boundaries so that I feel like I've got time for myself and pursuing the things that I want to do while still supporting my friends and family? So today I'd love to give you some tools on how to create those boundaries in your life so that you can really live more on point and on purpose with what it is that you want to do with your time. So the first step is to be able to notice when you feel like those boundaries are being crossed. All the information in our life, everything that's happening to us is feedback. It's powerful feedback. And when we're paying attention to, that didn't feel really good, I wish I would have said no to that. No is a powerful word, but we want to notice when we're inside of a task, of a job, of helping somebody out, and it feels expansive, it feels life-giving. And then there's other times where it feels depleted, where we feel like, I wish I would have said no, that really didn't serve me. And we feel this energy depletion because we're constantly outputting and giving to other people. So we want to notice the times where we do feel depleted and take it as feedback. And that feedback really helps to form and to get clear on what would you love. If it wasn't that, what would be going on in your life? What would you be doing with your time? It's really, really important to notice. I had a client, she felt like a lot of the people in her life were really, really needy. They constantly needed her time, they needed her attention. And if she wasn't giving them their time, she felt guilty about it. And so we asked the question, well, what types of people would you love in your life? She started to get really clear about what that would be and the types of things she would be doing with them, and that they were independent and they were strong and they were living these vibrant lives, and they could come together and do things together that felt expansive. And as she spoke that, you could just feel her lighten up at that idea. So the feedback is really, really important. And this doesn't mean that we're never going to help out friends and neighbors and do things for other people, but we want to make sure that we're protecting our energy so that we can do it from an expansive place. So noticing what you're noticing, get the feedback so you can discern, well, what would I love? And once you have that clear vision about the types of activities, the types of people that you do want in your life, what's important to you, what happens is it becomes a lot easier to say no, because you're doing it from your vision. We're no longer saying no and having that guilt about it, because we're able to say, no, this isn't in alignment with what I want to do, and be really, really clear in protecting your time, how often you're willing to say yes, how often you're willing to do those things, and what you want to do with the majority of your time. So what happens is you're taking care of yourself, as you're doing things that light you up, you're actually able to give more of yourself from a more expanded place. So once you have the feedback and you're able to get clear on what it is that you do want, the people you want in your life, the activities that you do want to do in your life, when opportunities arise, you have the tool now to be able to say yes or no from a much more empowered position. The other thing that happens is oftentimes we just are continuing to repeat the patterns of our past. So if we've been a giver, if we're constantly giving and doing for other people, that's the expectation they have on us. And that's what we're attracting into our life, is people who need our attention, need our time. And as you get clear that, you know what, that's not serving me anymore, that doesn't feel expansive anymore, here's what I would like to create, you start to show up in those relationships differently. And as you show up in those relationships differently, people will treat you differently, and you'll begin to attract more expansive relationships in your life. So getting really clear about how you want to be inside your life in those relationships, saying no from that empowered place with that intention of what it is that you're creating, and then showing up differently in your life. And as you do that, people will begin to respect your time, your energy, because you're now respecting it. So creating boundaries is really important. You have one life. You want to decide how you're exchanging that time for. So remember, say yes, say no, but do it from an empowered place. And as you do that, watch the circumstances start to change in your life. If you've been in a pattern for a long time of overgiving and not setting those boundaries, and you're not sure what the vision would look like, what another picture would look like of that, I have created a 30-minute audio to help you get clear on your vision and what you would love. So make sure you download that to help you change that pattern and create a new result. And the link for that is below. If this served you, make sure you like this video, comment below. I would love to hear from you. How do you create those boundaries in your life? And here is to your success.